Do not underestimate your enemy. This isn't just advice or some worn-out cliché. It's a lesson humanity has learned the hard way, again and again. Every strategy, every assumption, every single misjudgment matters, because history does not forgive. January 22nd, 1879. The British Empire, at the height of its power, confident and seemingly unshakable, marched into the heart of Zululand in southern Africa. They were armed with the most advanced rifles of the day, with powerful artillery, and with the absolute certainty of a swift and easy victory. They dismissed the enemy before them as mere savages, and for that arrogance, they would pay a deadly price. About 1,800 British soldiers, along with their colonial allies, established a sprawling, temporary camp at the base of a rocky outcrop known as Isandlwana. The officers, steeped in the traditions of European warfare, were utterly convinced that their superior firepower, their strict discipline, and their modern training would guarantee a simple win. But in their confidence, they made a series of fatal mistakes. The camp was left almost completely unfortified. No trenches were dug, no protective barriers were erected. Sentries were few and far between, and reconnaissance was shockingly inadequate. They foolishly assumed the Zulu warriors, armed mostly with short spears called assegai and cowhide shields, posed little more than a nuisance. They couldn't have been more wrong. The Zulu army, under the command of their shrewd king, Cetshwayo, numbered around 20,000 warriors. And their true strength wasn't just in their overwhelming numbers. It was in their strategy, their discipline, and their sheer military brilliance. They were about to unleash their legendary Horns of the Buffalo formation, a tactical masterpiece perfected over generations. Imagine a charging buffalo. The left and right flanks of the army, the horns, would swing wide to encircle and trap the enemy. The central force, the chest, would engage the enemy head-on, fixing them in place. And behind them, the loins, a powerful reserve, would be held back, ready to be deployed at the decisive moment to exploit any weakness or deliver the final, crushing blow. Every single warrior was a disciplined, synchronized part of this lethal, unstoppable machine. As dawn broke on that fateful day, the Zulu impi advanced with breathtaking stealth across the rolling hills, using the terrain to mask their movements with deadly precision. Initially, small skirmishes broke out, which only served to give the British a false, dangerous sense of control. It was a brief, cruel illusion of superiority. Then, the trap was sprung. The two horns of the buffalo closed in with terrifying speed, cutting off all paths of retreat and compressing the British lines into a chaotic, desperate pocket of resistance. All hope of an orderly escape vanished in an instant. The British soldiers fought with incredible bravery. Their Martini Henry rifles cracked, sending plumes of smoke into the air. Bayonets were fixed, as they desperately tried to hold their ground. But it was not enough. The Zulus' perfect coordination, their impeccable timing, and their raw, unyielding determination completely overwhelmed the British positions. The artillery, which should have been a decisive weapon, was trapped by the uneven terrain and couldn't be repositioned to effectively counter the flanking attack. Ammunition couldn't reach the front lines fast enough. Gaps appeared in the defensive line. Panic began to spread like wildfire, and chaos reigned. Within a matter of hours, the disciplined British formations, the pride of the empire, completely crumbled. Soldiers were surrounded, isolated, and cut down from all sides. The Zulu warriors surged through the camp, and it was overrun. The battle was over. When the dust settled, approximately 1,300 British and colonial troops lay dead. The Battle of Isandlwana stands today as one of the most stunning and humiliating defeats in the entire history of the British Empire. The loss wasn't due to a lack of courage from the soldiers on the ground. It was a direct result of arrogance, catastrophic misjudgment, and the deadly underestimation of a skilled and sophisticated opponent. The military brilliance of the Zulu warriors, their strategy, their discipline, their tactical genius, proved that courage and coordination could triumph, even against the most technologically advanced army of the era. But this isn't just a story about one battle fought long ago. It's a powerful lesson that has been repeated throughout the annals of history. Think of General Custer at the Little Bighorn, completely underestimating the size and resolve of the Lakota, Cheyenne, and Arapaho forces. Think of Napoleon, marching his grand army into the vast, unforgiving Russian winter, his hubris leading to one of the greatest military disasters of all time. Or Hitler, believing the Soviet Union would collapse in a matter of weeks, only to be crushed by the same fatal mistake. In every case, arrogance and the failure to respect the capabilities of an opponent led to ruin. Hubris can destroy not just armies, but entire empires and the grandest of dreams. So never, ever underestimate your enemy. Whether on the battlefield or in the challenges of your own life, remember this lesson from Isandlwana and learn from it. If you found this story powerful and want to uncover more of the critical lessons hidden in the past, be sure to follow our channel. Every battle, every victory, and every mistake has a story to tell, and we're here to bring them to life. Subscribe now and never miss a lesson from history.